The next one that I wanted to show is Mackinvia. So Mackinvia is a different database, but it's the same kind of content. You've got both your ebooks and your audiobooks. I would say with Mackinvia, there are more titles that are offered that are multi-use or simultaneous multi-user. And you'll know that because they will say like open now, like these top ones do. They will say open now versus this only having a checkout situation. And so this is a little bit more of a flexible system as far as that's concerned. And there are multi-user books, and they usually say it front, right as soon as you're looking at the title, that this is a multi-user book. It can be used in a classroom setting as a class novel or a class piece of nonfiction to reference. And so that maybe is not always available with Overdrive and Sora. That's more of a traditional one copy, one borrower situation. But know that Mackinvia has a little bit more flexibility with multi-user texts. And that's why we have the two separate databases, because where one kind of left off, the other one picks up. And with the combination of the two databases, we're able to offer a lot of different options for our students that are learning from home.
So with Mackinvia, does it still have a due date, and does it still automatically go back in the same way?
Yeah, so let's say I wanted to check out this first book here. So it tells me it expires in 6 days and 23 hours. So it is database dependent on how long you can check the book out, but usually they're pretty obvious with those dates and those times, so there's never any mystery. But also this will return itself automatically. You don't have to say I'm finished with you, I'm gonna return you now, like you would with a physical book. And so you can, there's a lot of flexibility there. And then with this one being a multi-user, you don't really have to worry about not getting the next copy either, because there's always going to be a copy available and you would just check it out again. So this system, like I said, is just slightly different in how it operates with Sora or Overdrive, but it kind of fills that gap.
So you mentioned that potentially it could be something that the whole class would be reading a set. Do you also get that feature where you can keep track of where you left off and what page you were on?
Yes, that's a pretty common feature now in all of these digital content databases, and it makes sense. If you accidentally return a book but you need it for a class, or you need to see what notes you wrote about it, then it would make sense that it would remember your history. Just like Destiny remembers the books you checked out, the physical books, these databases also kind of remember what you checked out and what you looked at in case you need to go back. And so there is that benefit there too in your account that you can go back and look at that.